And we're back with Betting with the House. This is your host, Neo, and I'm the one. All right, let's get right into it. So today we have two games on tap. We have Boston playing Philadelphia in the first game, and we have Phoenix playing Denver in the second game. Let's go ahead and start with Boston, Philadelphia. We got a pivotal game 5 here. So whoever takes the lead, whoever wins this game is going to take the lead in the series. I did pick Boston to win the series, so I do believe that Boston finds a way to get it done this evening. I'm not sure if they're able to cover the spread, though. 7.5 may be too much to cover in a pivotal game 5 that I think will actually be a pretty tight game all the way through. So I'm not going to touch the spread in this game, and because of the odds, I'm not going to touch the money line either. I'm going to focus mainly on player props. There's two player props that I absolutely love in this game. The first one is Malcolm Brogdon under 15.5 points. If you've been looking at the box scores at all over the past, I'd say past week or so, you see that Malcolm Brogdon has probably been the most consistent player playing for the Celtics. That's true. That's true. And that is the exact reason why I'm going to take him to go under. What I believe has happened is that the better Malcolm Brogdon has done, the more money people are now willing to put on Malcolm Brogdon going over, which has been a paying ticket for the last 4 or 5 games or so. Similar to Andrew Wiggins in the first round. Every game he came out and he was consistently hitting his over by 1 point, by half a point, very consistent. Then all of a sudden he had 3 games where he went completely under. I think that we could get a similar trend here with Malcolm Brogdon, with all of the money shifting to his side to go over and that line going up. We're going to get in bed with Vegas on this one. We're going to take what they need, and that is Malcolm Brogdon to stay under 15.5. And I actually like it because even just regular X's and O basketball wise, nobody gets their average every single game. He's been very consistent for the last 4 or 5 games. He is due for a bad shooting night. He is due for an off game where things just don't come together. And with it being a game 5, I do expect more of the load to be on Jaylen Brown. I expect more of the scoring load to fall on Jason Tatum. I expect the superstars to really have to show up in this one. So again, I love Malcolm Brogdon under 15.5. And a play that coincides with that is somebody's going to have to pick up those additional points. There's going to have to be a role player that steps up and fills the void that I expect Malcolm Brogdon to leave. I expect that role player to be Derek White tonight. His line opened up at 12.5. It's been teeter-tottering down to 11.5, going back up to 12.5. I think that both numbers are really safe. I expect him to actually have anywhere between 15 and 20 points. He hasn't really had an explosive offensive game in a while. He's been shooting fairly decent. He's a role player. Role players do better when they return home. Boston's going to be in Boston. So I do like him to come out fast and be one of the pivotal scoring players in this game. All right, so we got Marcus Smart. Excuse me. I don't have Marcus Smart on anything. He's actually fully off my radar today. We have Malcolm Brogdon under 15.5, and we have Derek White going over 12.5. That's really it for me on game 1. The total sitting at about 214. I don't have an official play on the total, but if I did have to lean one way, I would lean over. I do believe that the game, there's going to be a significant amount of scoring. And I do believe that the game will trend and more than likely go over. All right, that's it for that game. Moving on to game 2. This is going to be really short. I'm not touching anything in this Phoenix-Denver game. I'm not touching anything at all. Pre-game. This series has been, I don't know, just a little different for me. And I don't feel that I have a great feel of how things are going to go in this game this evening. I do believe that Denver finds a way to win, so I will look for a live line if they get behind at any point, to get close to even money or better on Denver money line. If I can get Denver with points, I'll take that as well. At the same time, I do expect the game to be close. So if I can find a live line with Phoenix, 8.5, I would love that. I think that the game is going to be decided really in the 5 to 7, 4 to 7 point margin. So I'll be looking for those live lines. But as for plays that I'll make pregame on the series, there won't be any. If you force me to take a lean, I would lean to Jokic over 13.5 rebounds. Here's the reason why. Jokic had been doing really well with the rebounds. Last game, a lot of money came in on Jokic with rebound. Jokic decided to use a majority of his energy on offense, thus only getting 4 rebounds last game. I expect him to come back and respond and have a very strong rebounding performance and be closer to the basket. Again, that's only if you force me to take a lean. I would lean Jokic rebounds. Other than that, it's just the live line plays for me. Happy betting. Hopefully things go our way. Thank you guys for continuing to tune in. Thank you for continuing to hit the like button. Please hit it again today. Help me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And tell somebody about the show. We've been having a lot of success here with the picks and the plays that we've been putting out. So please share that information with somebody else. Again, thanks. This is Betting with the House.